More breaking news coming in, and this is with regards to the ongoing monsoon session. Now remember, both Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha once again stand adjourned given the ruckus that was witnessed inside the parliament premises, and now the speaker has drawn a red line on the ongoing protests and has said that MPs with placards will not be allowed. So the Lok Sabha Speaker Om Birla, while the opposition MPs continue sloganeering, has said any member who brings placards into the House will not be allowed to take part in the House proceedings. This is a temple of democracy. It is the responsibility of the members to maintain the dignity of the House. So that is Lok Sabha Speaker Om Birla really drawing the red line given the kind of protest that the Parliament has witnessed ever since the monsoon session began. Let me go across to Sharon joining us with more details. In clear words, Sharon, Om Birla is saying that no one seen with placards will be allowed inside the Parliament premises. What more can you tell us? Both Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha stand adjourned for the moment till 3 p.m.
Well, that is right. Today is the sixth day of the monsoon session. Both the houses have in fact been adjourned after there was in fact ruckus that was created by the opposition parties in both the houses over GST, also over the inflation. Now, Lok Sabha Speaker Om Birla had made it very clear that this is not the kind of behavior he is expecting from the parliamentarians. He expects the MPs to have a proper discussion over the issue. He is saying that if they are willing to do a discussion after 3 p.m., then he is welcoming them all. But in case these MPs are going to continue with the protest around the well of the House and are going to show placards, then there is going to be action. Then that is not going to be accepted by the Lok Sabha Speaker, is what he has said. So we have to see how, whether these parliamentarians, especially the opposition leaders, whether they will actually listen to the Lok Sabha Speaker, because both the houses have been adjourned. 3 p.m. is when both the houses are going to begin the session once again.
PC Modi had also taken out another bulletin, and he said in as many clear words, the bulletin said, Sharon, that members cannot use the precincts of the Parliament House for any demonstration, dharna, for any religious ceremony. That's when the opposition had raked up this issue back then as well, and likely to protest now as well and give out reactions on this particular comment that is coming from the Lok Sabha Speaker.
Well, clearly, it was made very clear by the opposition parties of the Rajya Sabha that they are not going to adhere with this rule that has in fact been put out by PC Modi, the secretary in charge of Rajya Sabha. The opposition leaders have been saying that they have all the right to protest in the House, and they are going to use the placards and they are going to use the slogans, and that's exactly what is happening. For the past 6 days, we are seeing that the opposition leaders are in fact protesting in both the houses over GST, and today as well they were. In fact, today is the 6th day. They continued with their protest in over GST. In fact, in Rajya Sabha, Piyush Goyal stood up and told the leader of opposition, Mallikarjun Kharge, that they are willing to do a discussion, but they are waiting for the Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman to come back after she has tested positive of COVID and she is recovering. Once she is back, there is going to be a discussion, but an immediate discussion is what has been demanded by the opposition under the rule of 267, because they want a separate discussion overall on GST is the demand of the opposition, and based on which they are protesting. We have seen how in Lok Sabha also Om Birla came down heavily on the opposition leaders, saying that this is not a behavior that is expected out of parliamentarians. This is not why they are elected to the House, because the sessions are not going on smoothly. There is no discussion that is happening. There are important calling attention issues that need to be discussed, but because of the disruption by the opposition leaders, it is getting difficult to in fact ensure the smooth functioning of the House.
Absolutely. And we have a reaction coming from Piyush Goyal as well, like Shireen just rightly pointed out, who's saying that we do want to hold these discussions, we do want to hold debates on the floor of the House on the price rise, on inflation, on GST price hike. But yes, we're waiting for Nirmala Sitharaman, the finance minister, to come back to be able to give in a final word. And we want to then put across the message of how it is our government that, in comparison to several global powers, is dealing with price hike, is dealing with inflation. So that's a response that is coming from Piyush Goyal. But quickly playing out once again what Lok Sabha Speaker had said when he sent out that message to all parliamentarians.
Honorable Speaker said it is a continuous process. and at the same time it is a self-evaluation, and the NAC will also monitor the institutions.
आप अगर चर्चा करना चाहते हैं तो 3 बजे मैं चर्चा शुरू करने को तैयार हूं, और अगर आप तख्तियां और नारेबाजी करना चाहते हैं तो 3 बजे बाद आप तख्तियां नाराबाजी करने का आपको अधिकार इस सदन से बाहर होगा। 3 बजे बाद तख्तियां और नारे लगाने का अधिकार आपको सदन से बाहर होगा। इस तरीके से सदन नहीं चल सकता। देश की जनता चाहती है सदन चले, और इसलिए मेरा आग्रह, अंतिम बार आग्रह कर रहा हूं कि 3 बजे बाद जो माननीय सदस्य आसन के सामने तख्तियां लाकर सदन की मर्यादा तोड़ना चाहते हैं, 3 बजे बाद उनको पर्याप्त समय, पर्याप्त मौका सदन के बाहर मिलेगा। धन्यवाद। सदन की कार्रवाई 3 बजे तक के लिए स्थगित की जाती है।